Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Now let's talk about the prophet shepherd and leader of the Celestial Church of Christ, Elisha Parish, Europe and Nigeria, Prophet Dr. MKO Tibetan, who saw the passing of Abalamidi Adeyemi III. Well, there's a video that I've been making rounds on social media, that I've been making round on YouTube, which shows Elisha, which shows the prophet MKO Tibetan talking about the passing of the Oba. He foresaw this. He already saw that the Oba would die, and he made this known. He made a prophecy which he talked about the Alafin of Oyo passing. Well, people didn't believe him then. And this was since last year. He said this since last year. And he said that he started by saying that this year 2022, that the Oni of Ife and his wife will break up, and that the Oba of Benin will run into trouble. And he also prophesied and said that the former Olu Ibadan of Ibadan would die, and that the Alaafin of Oyo should get ready next. And people did not really believe him. They were like, "What is this man saying?" and all. And at the end of the day, it actually happened. And now people are starting to come in terms with the fact that this prophet might actually be a real prophet. He might actually be seeing the truth. He might actually be seeing what is going on. And if we can recall, he also prophesied that Buhari will come into power. And that is what happened. Buhari eventually came into power. He has made a lot of prophecies in the past which people did not believe. But this particular prophecy he made about the Olubadan of Ibadan and the Alaafin of Oyo has really stood out. And this has made people to rethink that, oh, this prophet might actually be a strong prophet. This prophet has made several prophecies in the past. And he said that the Olibado of Ibadan will die. And that the Alaafin of Oyo should get ready. And when he said this last year, prophesying into this year. And people were not really liking what he was saying. People did not really agree with him on what he was saying. And I'm sure that many people would have watched that thing and they won't believe that it will eventually happen. The people in the palace, his wife would have watched it and they won't believe it will actually happen, because when he said this, people were thinking that he was praying for the downfall and the death of the Alafin of Oyo. They didn't know that he only foresaw the future and he was prophesying into this year. Well, in the video, he said that he saw the coffin in front of Alafia of Oyo. He said he saw a coffin in front of Alafia of Oyo, and he saw a similar one in front of the Olibado or of Ibadan's gate, and that the Alafia of Oyo to also receive the coffin, and he should get ready to die next after the Olibado of Ibadan land. And many people would just think that he was seeking attention. And he said this last year. And a lot of people were thinking that what he's saying is not true. He's just trying to look for attention and all. And people have said that most of his predictions are usually 99.9% through. He made a prediction saying that Trump will come into power. That was before Trump entered into power, and it happened. And people were shocked that he actually made several predictions about Trump being in power, which eventually happened. He also stated that Buhari will not die in power. And these are the predictions he has made before. And they always say that most of the times his prediction comes to pass, like it's always true. He made a prediction that Buhari will also win the 2015 election, which eventually happened. And Is a great prophet because people have been saying that wow, that he predicts a lot, and that most of his predictions are always 99.9% true. That means he truly hears and sees from God. And this is he is married with he's married and he has 5 kids. He currently is a great prophet, and this he brings out predictions. He brings out books. He has also written several books. He is a man of God. He writes also. He brings out books. This is someone that has he was living in Dublin before, but I don't know if he's presently in Dublin right now. But he has 5 kids, and he writes books, he writes predictions. He also wrote the 2021 prediction, which he kept on sale. And now, yeah, those predictions are now selling fast because people are buying those predictions to see if what he made in those books, if what he said in those books are actually true. Because now people have seen that he predicted the death of the Olibado of Ibadan and also Obadeyemi's death. So people are like, this man might truly be a man of God. He's truly seen from God because his predictions are accurate. His predictions are happening. This is somebody that has been predicting for a very long time. Even made a prediction about Buhari becoming the president, and it happened. So people are going back to look at this man to see the things this man said and to see if eventually it's going to happen because they see that the death he prophesied actually happened. And people have come to agree with him that oh, this man truly sees from God, he truly hears from God, and he is truly a great man of God. And when he said this, people were I'm sure the palace, his wives, friends alike, they will be like, what's this man saying? Like, why is he saying something like this? Because a lot of people will be thinking the man was wishing the Oba dead, because you can't just come out and say somebody will die. It obviously it won't sit well with that person. It won't sit well with the person's family members. It will never sit well because they'll be like, oh, you are wishing our loved one dead and all. So they won't really take it serious. They won't really pay attention to it. Some might think it's just like an attention seeker, because we have seen some prophets come out to make various revelations, make various prophecies, and at the end of the day, none of it happened. So I'm sure people might have just thought that it's just one of those things. It's just one of those prophets who does things like that. But at the end of the day, we can see that he is really from God, and he is really seeing, and at the end of the day his prophecies are coming to pass. So what he prophesied eventually came to pass. Well, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And to those that have been supporting us from day one, we love you. Continue to offer your support as the good Lord will continue to bless you. Thank you.